So, yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Just a second. Thank you so much, first of all, to everyone for joining this particular meeting. And we have Dr. Raj sir here who would be conducting this particular seminar. So, yes, Dr. Raj sir, I would
Okay, hello, namaste everyone.
request
Welcome to
you
Jyovis. I hope you can hear me. I hope I am audible to all of you. Firstly, thank you so much for taking out the time and joining us for this community meeting, for this session where we have a good discussion, where we have
to
some.
kindly pick question list.
So thank you so much everyone for joining in. I hope we have a very interactive sessions where you ask, I answer. And again, this is just a Q&A, session. Firstly, I hope you're ready for this and I hope you're looking forward to this meeting. If yes, then write down in the comment section, the chat box, yes, you're ready. Yes, write down yes, because I have got your questions. I've got all your questions and I'm going to answer them one by one. Okay, Sarika ji says yes, Pritesh says yes, Dr. Farjana ma'am says yes. All right. Chaitali ji says yes. Okay, thank you so much. So, as always, we speak about different topics in these meetings. But today I just decided to talk about the question and answers, the Q&A part. So we'll discuss about the questions that I have received from all of you. And if at all you have a very interesting question, the chat box is all yours. I have my attention and the team's attention is on the chat box. So you can always ask. Nevertheless, let me answer the questions one by one so that you also get an overview. And I'll try to keep it with a perspective that it can add value to each one of us. So I found a very interesting question, which is first one. The first question is that we just finished our OPD and just today itself I got the question, and this was same repeated by Manmeet Kaur from Canada, our patient of psoriasis. So the same question was repeated in today's OPD also. So she said, my 6 months old baby has psoriasis. I have read about this online that it says the major cause is emotional stress, like you say in your videos and consultation. But my child is only 6 months. Now, how is that possible? Right? Very interesting question. I would really appreciate if your video can be on so we can have a very interacting session. I see all blank screens somewhat online. Yeah. So the answer to this question is that for us, we feel that the child is born on her birthday, the first day. But as per Ayurveda, we need to remember that the first day of the child, as per us, is equal to 9 months plus 1 day, which is the birth of the child is in the first day when the egg and the sperm was united, when it was a zygote, when it was a baby in the womb. That was the first day of birth. And the feeling, the emotion, the mood swings, the good part, the bad part, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, overall well being of a mother decides the overall physical, mental, spiritual, emotional well being of the child, basically. So, however, the mother thinks during the first day of birth of the child is the same kind of a being that the child has. So the external, when the child comes out, when during like after the delivery, whatever are his patterns are somewhat set because he's had the same kind of atmosphere in the womb. As the mother and child is connected through the umbilical cord, anything and everything that the mother feels, like, to be honest, even after delivery, whatever the child feels, the mother feels, to be honest, right? So whatever the mother feels in when the child is in the womb, in the uterus, the same kind of feeling the child experiences. And in a lot of cases of psoriasis, in a lot of cases of skin diseases, we see a lot of traumatic, pregnancy, a lot of emotional stress during the pregnancy caused to the mother, a lot of drug intolerance, a lot of food intolerance, gestational diabetes, gestational hypertension, backache, stomachache, so many medicines, thyroid, this and that. And somewhere we are moving, apart from the traditional Ayurveda, from the traditional Ayurveda, from the Garbha Samskara, from the traditional Ayurveda. And hence we experience that uh, the child experiences these kinds of conditions because Garbha Samskar was said in Ayurveda, which is even somebody is planning for pregnancy, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-delivery. There is a complete pattern in Ayurveda, especially Masanumasik Aushadhais, which is if you just write down on Google and be interested to know more about month-wise pregnancy, month-wise pregnancy, then you'll get to know more about this. that it is said in month-wise pregnancy medicine that every month, uh, the parts of the body that will be made each month, the similar kind of medicine are given to the mother, because mother and child is connected through the umbilical cord. For example, in Ayurveda, it is said Shashke Buddhi, which means in the 6th month, the brain is developed. If you see in the month-wise medicine kada of the 6th month, which is a generalized Ayurvedic protocol, you experience the same kind of medicines are given, which does the nourishment of the brain. It is given to the mother because mother and child is connected through the umbilical cord. Okay, so that is the main answer. I hope you found this answer. If yes, please write in the chat box that yes, you found this useful, because a lot of people have this question that my child has IBS, my child has this problem, that problem. He does not even have stress. He's not exposed to people. He's not having any food intolerances. Then why is that so? Right? So that is all because of the atmosphere during pregnancy. Then there are, as per the traditional and spiritual beliefs, there are other reasons as well. For example, there are other reasons, which is inter-religion marriage. In many times, when there is inter-religion marriage, when there are some other different kind of spiritual beliefs, because of which we see when child is born, we experience all of them or one of them or two of them having genetic skin diseases. So that is also one of the reasons, many more to come. There are also some of the reason, which is all the possible causes of skin, like a lot of yogurt consumption, lot of lot of all these like diet, pickles, non-veg, all of these kinds of foods are consumed during pregnancy, which are the possible reason for skin diseases in excessive amount. As you know, in the pregnancy, which is the preferable taste? All of you, which is the preferable taste? Can anyone tell me which is the preferable taste which a mother feels like consuming close to her pregnancy or during pregnancy? Anybody? Exactly. Doctor is perfect. Dr. Soniam is perfect. Meenakshi is perfect. Sour taste. And as you know, kapha nasti kandu. Kaph, which is the water element, increases with sour items. So there is no water without, like there's no itching without water. There's no itching without sour. So all the excessive sour consumption during pregnancy, skin diseases. These are one of the reasons of why the child has skin diseases. So that is your question. Okay, so if you are at all planning for family planning, child planning, make sure your pregnancy period is very blissful. You're joyful, you're grateful, because the body is meant to experience. Just give me a second. There is a link I have to share to a person. 1 second. Yeah, which. So again, as I was saying, that body is meant to experience gratitude, blissfulness, joyfulness. But when the body does not experience that, the body's own immune system goes against the own body. And that's how people develop autoimmune skin diseases or autoimmune diseases in general. Okay, sounds good. We'll move to the next question. Okay, there's another question here. Voice is being repeated. Can Ayurvedic medications be customized to fit my individual needs? Definitely. The treatment that is planned in Ayurveda and all the health coaches we have, all the health consultants that we have, like we in Jyovis Ayurveda believe that for every patient, there is a health consultant. There is an emergency number. The entire team is working 24/7. We make sure that every health consultant is assigned for a patient for complete guidance and to make the treatment personalized and customized. So in Ayurveda, there are three energies, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. But at every moment, every month, every 2 months, we experience the doshas are increasing. The state of the condition is increasing. So as per the current state of the disease, improvement, no improvement, as per that, the program is changed. The medications are changed. The herbs are changed. So all the medications, they are handmade, they are customized, they are personalized. So yes, if this is the question from Pranav by Bihar, can Ayurvedic medicines be customized? In every case, if there is a classical Ayurveda doctor, the medicines are always personalized. Okay. In some case, there's another question which is asked. from one of the patient who's asked how to make the process more faster and why certain patients experience changes with Ayurveda slow, as it is old said quote that Ayurveda has slow results. A very, very good question. And this is something we often speak in our lectures as well, that patients come to Ayurveda as a last choice after doing all the treatments, after making the disease very, very chronic. So over here, we believe that whenever a patient comes to Ayurveda, they must come with a perspective that we have to put in efforts. Whenever the disease becomes very, very chronic, now chronic does not just mean 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Whenever the disease actually becomes very, very chronic and affects other doshas, other dhatus, other malas, whenever the disease becomes very, very chronic, it becomes stubborn as well. So it is not just the medication that is required, but it is also certain positive mindset and certain habits, certain rules, regulation that needs to be followed. Now, most of the patients that come here, in some people, we experience that they have a clear mindset which is told by other doctors. Like today, we saw of around 4 or 5 patients, they came with lichen planus. And the patients immediately said, no, no, but sir, I have been told so firmly and so clearly by my doctor that lichen planus is not curable. For psoriasis, they say, no, sir, I've been told very clearly that psoriasis will come back again. I'm just fearful. Today, we had a patient, Shweta, completely clean, like 98, 99% clean, head to toe filled, now completely clean, and I'm sure she must be here in the meeting as well. Today was her visit, and she had this saying that I'm just scared this should not come. So all our attention is on coming back again. Wherever attention goes, energy flows. We have a patient, Akash, who's there live and who's commented also. The second, third month of the treatment only he was all clean. But again and again, every third day, every fourth day, he has the same question, which is, वापस तो नहीं आएगा, again it will not come, again it will not come. And I told him there is a surety it will come back. Because in fungal, we are the first organization that always say that once it's cured, it will never come back. But when our attention is on the problem, the energy will flow. So focus more on the energy, it will increase. Today there is the child who stays at Dadar who came in for the first time. He's a 2-year-old baby who has single kidney. Okay, the mother was so much careful and cautious, and which is an obvious part. But in the consultation of 10 minutes, I think around 85, 90 times, she just said one thing. Sir, my child is special. My child is special. Please use medicines carefully. I hope I'm sure you use Mahakashaya medicines. I've got reference that all your medicines and all are safe. But please use because special child, special child. In 10 minutes of consultation, around 80, 85 times, she said that my child is special. So at the end of the consultation, I just told her one thing, that start looking at your child as a normal child. Then she was like, but then he's having all these issues and the skin problem and this cough, cold, and so many different problems that other people are not having. Other people recover faster. He does not recover. So I have to take care of him. So I told her that you are facing these issues also because you're not seeing him like other people. So because you are not seeing him like other people, he's not behaving like other people. All the attention is on special, 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 special. So wherever attention will go, energy will flow. If you focus on again and again, my child is special, special. Tell me so many times, there are so many mothers over here. I want to ask you all, tell me one single time that you've told your child that he's not studying and he's studied. Not possible. But the moment you appreciated the child and you've glorified and appreciated and did some compliment to the child, and my child is very, very brave and intelligent, I will immediately be like, now I will study. So appreciation increases appreciation, beauty increases beauty, complaints increases complaint, blame increases blame, problem increases problem. And this is a pure, pure mindset of people who come to Ayurveda in some cases, because we experience a lot of old baggage is carried when coming to an Ayurveda treatment, right? So it's time to change our beliefs, and it's time to know that we must change what we can change, which is a lot of people we experience. So today was raining and I got wet in the rains and my knee pain started increasing. Like I had a lot of knee pain. Second, sir, my knee pain was completely gone. I was so well. The X-ray you showed me a lot of difference before after. But then I had a fall and I'm back to day one. Everything's gone waste. So I tell them just this one sentence: change what you can change. Can you change the fall? Can you go back in the past? No. You've had rain. You got wet in the rain. Now the vat is increased. The joints are full of that air element. Can you do something about it? No. Change what you can change. What you can change, you can come back home, apply some hot oil, give some steam, give some Janu Dhara, do some simple knee exercises, give some fermentation. That's what you can change. Change, leave what you cannot. You cannot change the climate. A lot of people say that in my winter season, my fish skin increases. My skin is all dry. Can you change the climate? You cannot. So change what you can, leave what you cannot. Don't waste time behind it, and have the wisdom to know the difference. So this is very, very important aspect when it comes to an Ayurveda treatment. We carry all the old baggages, all the old baggages, all the old experiences, that it will come back, it will come back, it will come back. Now, coming to another question, that I've been taking treatment for lichen planus pigmentosis and I have not seen any change in the past 30 days, sir. What shall I do? And I'm picking up this question for a very, very important reason. Now, the condition lichen planus pigmentosis, where your skin color becomes purple and black, it is said by all the modern doctors and the scientists that once a patient has lichen planus, the marks can never, never go. There is no treatment and it can never, never go. We in Ayurveda say it the other way, that a minimum of 60 to 80% is a surety that we give to every patient. It is curable, it is reversible. But we always tell patient to get 4 or 5 people along in their journey. Because every time we are humans who are designed to take out faults in others, in our own selves also. We are designed in that way. If we walk into a very, very beautiful room, we will always find about the flaws. If we see a very beautiful woman or a beautiful or a handsome man, we will always try to find out what's missing. We may not directly try and find out what's the amazing part. Oh, this Fawad Khan has a good beard. Oh, this Kylie Jenner is a good height. We don't look for that. We will always look about what's the complaint. Where is that mole? Where is that freckle? Where is the hair loss? Where is the skin problem? We humans are designed for that. When people walk in the room, beautiful room, but they try and find out what is the flaw. Right? The humans are designed to be in that way, and it is our job to train the brain in that way. So nevertheless, we experience that the pigmentation patients, the melasma patients, the weight loss patients, the scar patients, they're always looking in the mirror. They're always looking in the mirror again and again and again. Where attention goes, energy flows. You again and again look at the problem, your problem is going to increase. So every time I have an experience over here, then the moment patient has said, sir, what can I do to get it better? Immediately the husband says, hey, it has got so much better. It has got so much better. So it's been like a daily thing. So we advise every patient of we have a lot of common lichen planus patients here. Hence I'm giving this and I've taken this question, right? Because 2 platforms, we have 146, total 44 here and 100. We have 2 meetings here, right? So very, very important. We see that this is a very, very common question of lichen planus pigmentosis. It takes time. Take people, tell your best friends to analyze every once a month and see the change, feel the change, move ahead. Remember one thing, if you can't think about it, it will not happen. Whatever it is, whether it is your health, wealth, relationship, finance, whatever it is, if you can't think about it, it will never happen. A lot of times, when I really ask patients over here, what do you really want? What are you really looking for? So patients often have a question, sorry, my bad. They often have an answer, happiness. They say success, good income. But then there's no specific goal. There's no specific time period. So if you can't see it here, you won't get it. So if we have a particular specific goal, we see results are amazing because we can make it happen. But if we are constantly in the process of blaming and complaining and over looking at the psoriasis patch and complaining that today my 0.0125 centimeter is less or 0.25 mm is increased. So it's better to glorify and appreciate the healthy skin, the healthy joints, the healthy body, the good parents, the good life, the good clothes, the good income, whatever good we have. And we've seen tremendous amount of change in people who have seen the good part. A lot of people feel that ye karne se kya hoga? What will happen after doing this? Then let me tell you, for those people who have been complaining and saying that what will happen, the law is already working in the same way, which is the things are not happening because we believe this is not going to work, right? So again, with proper medications, we need to follow, a proper good mindset that will give us good results. And again, remember that we come to Ayurveda with a disease that is very, very chronic, very, very stubborn, and something that is told by research and scientists that it is incurable. And if every month the patient is experiencing results, we must appreciate our own body and we must grow. Okay. Last week, there was a patient Rashmi who came to us, Chilekar, and she had a lot of, knee pain. We did her X-rays and we found out that it is grade 4 osteoarthritis at not a very, very old age. So we started with the treatment. She got good relief. And then she had some, injury, a mild injury. She started getting pain, and then we were doing our medicines, and she did not get good relief. So then we asked her, ma'am, how is it going with your diet? She said, no, I'm following all your diet, very, very good diet. So whenever a patient over here tells me that I'm following a good diet, my first question to all of them, very good, please tell me your good diet. And the moment I ask, please tell me your good diet, we have Kalpana ji over here, she's laughing. The moment I say, please tell me a good diet, they will tell me their good diet. So now this Rashmi, we were all doctors over here, her relatives and all had come. So she immediately said, morning I have chai. I'm like, good. Chai के साथ चपाती तो होगा? She's like, yeah, I have roti. मतलब रोटी तो कल रात की होगी. She's like, yes, yesterday chapati. Then she said, then what? Then she's like, I have poha. Like, okay, poha में सेंगदाना तो होगा. Sengdana is also there. So that movie we say, लाल बटन दबाना है. हाँ दबा दिया. वही तो नहीं करना था. A lot of people we experience a lot of sour foods, a lot of stale foods. The moment you start having yogurt, you'll end up having a lot of itching. You'll end up having a lot of pains in the body, lot of pains. So that's very, very important. We'll just pick up a question, very interesting one I saw over here. Okay, Shitanshu says, thank you. Jahida ma'am is here. All right. My mother, okay, we'll take a question from a very good patient we have, Chidanand sir. Hi doctor, my mother is having, experiencing persistent knee pain for the past 6 months. Okay. She has been under treatment of Ayurveda. She's been taking prescribed medicine. However, there has been no noticeable improvement. The doctor mentioned fluid is accumulating and suggested surgery. My mother-in-law is not compelled. She prefers oral medicine refers to find the cell. I would like to ask if there is an effective treatment. Definitely. This is a question we need not, answer again. Very easy. If it is a knee joint osteoarthritis or even if the fluid is filled, you don't need a surgery. Immediately we can aspirate the liquid. So on the spot, the liquid can be aspirated and immediately the patient can see relief in their fluid. If the fluid is, we can show you a lot of 100+ videos where knee is like this swollen. And the moment we remove the fluid, it's back to normal. So if the part is of fluid accumulation, it's a moment of fraction of seconds, so no need to do any surgery. And if there is any osteoarthritis, it can be taken with a proper Snehan and Vat Shamak Ayurvedic Chikitsa treatment. Okay. If you have a question, please ask in the comment. Why is it location specific? If I have toxins moving all over my body, why only cheeks get redness? Anila from UK. Okay, very good question. Why does only very beautiful explanation. Why certain problems occur only on certain areas? Why certain problems only on private area? Why certain on the scalp only? Why certain on the face? An explanation is given for every single question. I'll break it down. I'll make it very, very interesting. Okay. Now, if we consider our face, in Ayurveda it is said, चेहरा जो है ये शुक्र का स्थान है. Face is a part of Shukra Dhatu. You know Shukra? Shukra is not just sperm. Shukra is Sarva Sharirgami. Shukra is said as the essence of all the dhatus. So it's not just the sperm or the egg, it is the essence of all the dhatus. As you know, there are 7 tissues. It is said as Rasadraktam Tato Mausam. Mausam et Prajayate. Medo Asti Tato Maja Maja Shukrasya Sambhava. Which means Rasadhatu Rakta Maus Med Asti Maja and then Shukra, which is your plasma, then blood, muscle, fat, bone marrow, and the reproductive system. If all the 7 part of the body gets proper nourishment, the Shukra gets proper nourishment. So Shukra is the sar of all the dhatu. What do I mean to say? Is we have to know the reasons of why the Shukra gets compromised. The Shukra can get compromised because of excessive masturbation. It can get decreased because of excessive stress. It can get decreased because of excessive traveling. It can get disrupted because of a lot of piercing, hot, spicy foods. So a lot of spicy foods, lot of traveling physically or traveling mentally from here sitting in India going to Paris, right? Traveling a lot mentally, which is overthinking. We experience face is a part of Shukra and hence we see a lot of redness on that. So how to make it better? By making your body very, very alkaline. Now it is said here 80% body should be alkaline and 20% should be acidic. But in today's time, we see it the reverse way. So it is very important to have cooling foods. Like if you see the gourd family juices that we give, the gourd family soups, the gourd family vegetable, the coriander detox. If you've not received the coriander detox, you can follow from each one of your health coaches, you can take the PDF of coriander detox. The moment you do coriander detox, your cheek redness starts decreasing. And a lot of times, now you tell me, I'll ask you a question. The moment you get angry, don't your cheeks become red? The moment you cry and cry and cry, your cheeks start becoming pink and red, as if you put some gloss, right? So anger directly has an impact on the pitta, which directly has an impact on the shukra, which directly has an impact on the face. Now, if we consider face, let's consider and pick up face, like divide face into three parts: one, two, and three. So in Ayurveda, it is said the same thing, which is the problems of skin which occur in this particular area occur because of Vat Prakop, which is Vat problem, which is it could be indigestion, it could be dandruff, it could be a lot of traveling, all Vat reasons, which is indigestion. Patients occurring problems in this particular area is because of Pitta, not sleeping on time, lot of aggression, lot of energy, lot of aggressiveness, Pitta. And the people having problems over here have problems because of cough, which is equal to your hormonal imbalance. Cough, as you know, cough, water element, it's slow. It's slow. So these problems go very, very slow. These are inflamed conditions. You always find redness over here. And these you will not find red, you'll always find black. You always find black. You won't find much of redness here because Vat is black, Pith is red, and Kapha is water. So Kapha takes time, Pith is inflammation, and Vat is because of indigestion. So all indigestive problem, dandruff, this. Pitta is this, Kapha is this. So if you understand, we in Ayurveda, as you said, how do you look at it? We look at the patient, we analyze, we customize the treatment, and we give you the best advices. Now, in my practice, we've seen patients of psoriasis. A lot of vegetarian patients come, a lot of non-vegetarian patients. So whenever the patient from the Jain family or the Shah family will come, they'll often have a question, sir, you know, right? I don't have much of options and we eat very sattvic. We eat only vegetarian foods. So why do I have this problem? मुझे तो नहीं होना चाहिए. Why do I have this skin problem? I have only vegetarian food. So now my belief is that vegetarian people have way more options than non-vegetarian people. Non-veg person is happy with one dry grilled fried chicken and he's happy. But in vegetarian people, the first and foremost cause of any disease when it comes to skin, they experience adrak wali chai, masala chai, kali miri chai. I've done this research for 10 plus people in my observation week on week, where first week, best Ayurvedic medicine, zero result, problem increased. Without adrak wali chai, better. Then with worse, then with better. I've done combination and combination, and in 10 on 10 people have experienced adrak wali chai, big problem. Today, not today, Saturday, yesterday, patient Shreya Sindalkar came to us with psoriasis. So he's like, sir, my entire psoriasis was gone. And then little it came back. I didn't take your medicine for quite some time. So, but no, your results are very good. Listen, this is not a good part. I don't want you to take medicines again and again. There must be some cause that you have. It's high time to come together as a team. You have a health coach. Connect with that. Seek for help rather than complaining or appreciating. Seek for help. There is some point that you're going wrong. So he's like, sir, आप बताइए क्या wrong हो रहा है? So I gave him foods of 8 foods. I named 8 foods in front of him. And he spoke about one food that is consuming from the last 26 days. And that's the food item which brought all his psoriasis back. In the last 3 months, we are experiencing papaya and fungal infection is a big problem. You have papaya, your fungal infection is not going to go. So it's better we drop papaya for some period of time, get cured, start papaya, enjoy. So it's very important to have an open mindset and discuss with your doctor and health coach about what can be the possible reason, what can be the possible cause, how can I make it better? Let's make it better, do it as a team and get this clean and clear. Got it? Clean? So this was the answer to why cheeks and why face and why this representation. All right, all right, all right, all right. Any other questions? Any other questions? How does Ayurveda approach preventive care and wellness? This is a very amazing patient we have from Gloria from Dubai. So how does Ayurveda approach preventive care and wellness? So in Ayurveda, it is said that Ayurveda is not just for prevention, it is also for cure. It is not just for cure, it is also for prevention. Okay. So in Ayurveda, it is said, if there is a healthy person, they must focus on preventive care. So in Panchakarma, we experience Vaman, Virechana, Basti, Nasya, Rakta, Moksha. There are 5 kinds of Panchakarmas. Every Panchakarma is indicated in specific time period as per the patient's Prakruti and as per their well-being. For example, in the Vasant Ritu, which is the March, April, May, you'll find people, 20 people at a time, 10 people at a time doing Vaman, because it is said as Vasantik Vaman. Vaman is best done in Vasant Ritu. Virechan is best done in Sharad Ritu, which is September, October. Basti is best done in the winter season. Why? In the winter season, the dryness increases, joint pain increases, so Basti. In the Sharad Ritu, August, September, not August, September, October, November, you'll always experience the heat in the body increases. In the April, May, in the April-May season, you'll always experience a lot of. In the April-May season, you'll experience a lot of. Hold on, let me mute everyone. In the April and May, you'll experience a lot of cold, cough, asthma, breathlessness, cough-related problems, woman. So Ayurveda has made the yearly chart ready for us. It is very important to know which month what doshas increase and to do the right panchakarma, to follow the right dinacharya, to follow the right rutucharya, to follow the right ratricharya, to follow the right medications and do the needful. Dinacharya is your daily regime. Ratricharya is your night regimen. Ritucharya is the seasonal regimen. Panchakarma is the purification, and Aushad Karma is your herbs. So all the planning is given by Ayurveda. It is our time to give our best. And to any of the health coaches, health consultants, we are all here available. You can anytime ask and they will guide you. The entire program, they'll keep it in front of you. Okay. So yes, Ayurveda works for prevention, and the people that work for prevention, very important. You don't have to wait for the disease. Can Ayurveda be used in conjunction with other alternative therapies like acupuncture, homeopathy? Yes, Shraddha from Mumbai. Definitely yes. You can combine acupuncture, you can combine homeopathy, you can combine all these Chinese alternative, all these kinds of therapies. It is very important just that the doctor should know that these all therapies are being performed. From your acupuncturist, you can take the points. From your homeopathy, you can take a prescription. From the Ayurveda, you'll get a prescription. So it's always better to have the prescription. So you know, and the other person also knows what kind of protocol is followed. Can Ayurvedic treatment help manage cancer-related symptoms like pain, nausea, fatigue? So Ayurveda can not just help in cancer-related symptoms, but whole as a cancer as well. To people that come to Tata all over India, if you ask people of Tata, around 90 to 95% are already on a foolproof, sure shot Ayurveda treatment protocol. So 90 to 95% people are already on an Ayurveda treatment protocol when it comes to cancer. It's best managed with Ayurveda treatment. So it is not just something that can do, but it is a must that we must. Very, very important. Okay. Whenever we experience that our results are slow or it is not improving, or what can we do to make it better, always have a positive thought that the condition that we have, for example, a very stubborn condition like lichen planus pigmentosus. So a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, a lot of positivity, a lot of acceptance that yes, my friend is telling me compared to 30 days, it is better. So it is better. Looking in the mirror is not going to make it better, right? I had a patient come in and she had this question. So I asked, so I answered it. Okay. One thing, there's a very important question. Anamika ji from Punjab who said, is it true that Ayurvedic medications are hot? Okay, so now let me explain. There are 3 energies, Vat, Pitta, Kapha. To decrease the Vat and Kapha, we need a hot medicine, and to decrease the Pitta, you need cool medicines. So it depends on the patient, what is expected. If a patient has something like PCOD, which is Vat Kaphach, you need hot. If a patient has gastric trouble, esophagitis, gastroesophageal reflux disease, IBS, ulcerative colitis, colon cancer, we have to treat the Pitta. So super cooling medicines are given. And if Ayurvedic medicines were hot, then all these esophagitis grade 3 would not be totally reversed today. The gastric ulcers would not be totally reversed today. So if all these Pitta-related vikaras are totally reversed, it truly means that Ayurvedic medicines, as equally they are hot, they are cool as well. It all depends on the herbs that are chosen. And again, it is said as Purusham Viksha. Every patient is different. And every patient's treatment is done differently. So a classical Ayurvedic doctor who's classically treating you, responsibly treating you, taking the responsibility and treating you, will always see the doshas, and as per that he will treat. So once he's treating that doshas, remember when the Pitta is decreasing, the Vata and the Kapha can increase as well. So if you're experiencing any hot medicines due to any Ayurvedic doctor's treatment, you can consult to that doctor. They will change their dose and you will be fine, right? For example, you start any food item, like you start having drumstick. It is very, very healthy, but drumstick is super hot. So if your hot flushes increase, it's time to ask your dietitian, what shall I have? So then they'll give you ash gourd or a bottle gourd or a pumpkin, etc. So it's important to know what you're doing and change it time to time as the body changes. The condition changes. So it's important to be in touch. There is no full fix one-time process for anyone. The body keeps changing as it starts healing. So with healing, you need a guide to guide you with what things are required, and that's how we can aim towards complete recovery. Okay. Aisha, is there any question that you found interesting? Or we can inform our health consultant over here who can unmute and directly ask me, is there any question that you found something that is very, very interesting?
One question. Drinking so much water bad Ayurveda.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. My bad. I cannot. The network is breaking.
Okay, is it better now, sir?
Okay, you can ask me over here. No problem.
Yes.
I am going through other questions which can be useful to all. Yeah. Which question?
Why drinking so much of water is not good for the body, according to Ayurveda?
Okay, very, very good question. Okay, this can be a complete answer for all also. And then if we find a very, very useful question, then we'll take that. And in the next session, we'll again go to our topic-wise, discussions. Okay, the session will be every 15 days, and I'll appreciate if everyone joins it. Huh? So, very, very important question by our UK patient. Why water in excessive amount is not healthy? Okay, so I really want to ask you all that today also this patient had come who would ask me that, sorry, ऐसे तो बोला है कि पानी पीना तो अच्छा है, पानी पीने से तो किडनी साफ हो जाती है. So this is our myth that if urine is coming out of the system, if we are passing urine, then system is getting clean. Wow, right? So we have to just ask our own self, if drinking a lot of water is healthy for the kidneys, then drinking excessive water should be an advice for kidney failure patients. But then why kidney failure patients are told to not consume more than 500 ml to 1 liter of water? Why? This is my question to you. If excessive water drinking is healthy, then why is it not advised for those who have kidney failure? Okay, I'll answer it. Anybody who wants me to answer, write down answer. I will answer in the chat box. Write down in the chat box answer. ANS, answer. Answer. Meenakshi says answer. Write down in the chat box ANS. Dipesh Shah says answer. Jahida ma'am says answer. Okay. So very good. Thank you. Rahab ma'am says thank you. Okay. Answer. Thank you. So again, it is very important to know that drinking as per thirst is the first and foremost sign said in Ayurveda, which is whatever your body needs, do it. Anything lack, as unhealthy it is, the more harmful and deadly can be excess. Even excessive studying is not good. Even excessive healthy food is not good. Excessive anything is not good. Anything in excess is not good. Now let me come to a very specific answer. Okay, when we drink a lot of water, we give a lot of pressure to the kidneys to make it work. So there's a lot of pressure on the kidney, and then the kidney works tremendously more, and then it passes urine. So water is filtered. Kidney is functioning more and more and more common than usual, right? So when there's a lot of load on the kidney passes all the urination, passes all the toxin through the urination, and end result is a lot of people experience when they drink excessively, like 8, 9, 10 liters, they experience that there's pain at the kidney area. So we tell people that whatever meals, have when you're hungry, drink when you're thirsty. And then when we, every month we do villages, in the village area, we do a lot of camps. So while doing all these camps, around 400, 500 people in per camp, when we treat these people in very, very rural areas every single month, since a lot of years, we just gave them one advice, which is to avoid gluten and to avoid drinking a lot of water. To avoid drinking water, the first thing they get up in the morning, to just drink water as per their thirst. And believe me or not, most of these people came back and told me सर मैंने दो चीजें की है, आपका चपाती बंद कर दिया और पानी जो सुबह उठे उठे मैं पीता था, the water that I used to drink as soon as I got up, someone told me I have 1 liter of water as soon as I get up, I stopped that. Fortunately, as you said, the pains in my body started coming down. A lot of people ask this question that you have been consuming water in so much excessive amount with an expectation that your fish skin and your psoriasis and your eczema will get better. Now stop that and only start consuming 2 teaspoons of cow's ghee or medicated ghee early in the morning. And all those people who started consuming two simple, clear cow's ghee or medicated ghee early in the morning, they started experiencing that dry skin is coming down. I mean, wow. Then I advise to all those people consume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the last day, have castor oil 30 ml early morning 4 a.m. Do it every month. And from the first month itself, they experienced that the dryness is reduced to a greater extent. So when you consume ghee, the doshas from your shaka come in your koshta. And when you consume castor oil, when you consume black raisins, all these collected doshas which are there in your gut gets flushed through loose motions. Okay, so lot of water and 2 teaspoons of cow's ghee. This is the difference. And lot of water load on the kidney. Proper problem. So this is a small explanation that if you feel thirsty when you get up in the morning, you can drink water up to an extent that you curb up with your thirst. But if you drink water in excessive amount with a feeling that you'll feel very healthy and some actress has told you will have very glowing skin, then don't do that. There are different ways to do it. Okay, this was the answer. I hope you've been watching our older sessions as well, which was taken by Dr. Prachi ma'am and Dr. Sonali ma'am. Yes, thank you so much. And again, I come to the same part is when during an Ayurveda treatment, make sure we follow rules and regulations, follow with a very positive mindset. Don't have junk food, don't have outside food during a treatment. Let's take control over the disease. And then it's high time to do all of that. Most of the diseases that we see over here is because of unmanaged, uncontrolled emotional stress. A single amount of anger can destroy and bring about a lot of diseases because you have no belief that one episode of anger, if it can bring redness on the face, then what amount of pitta prakop it can be bringing inside internally in the body. And what happens if we do it the reverse way, which is the body is designed to experience gratitude, joyfulness, blissfulness. So let us try. Let us all come together and try once and for all. Let's try to not complain and think about all positives. I'm saying this because I have done it for myself for quite a few years and I have experienced the change and keep on experiencing the change every year. That how magical, it's not just law of manifestation, not at all. It's just a daily alarm to your own self to be happy. And again, let me tell you, the body adapts to the art of complaining. And again, a lot of people have wonderful life. They go out, they have good friends, they have anything and everything in life. But when you ask them, are you happy? The first thing they say, kind of, not happy. And no matter what we give them, unhappy. A lot of time we will always say, my face is not changing, my face is not changing, my skin is not healing. But tell me one thing, is there any doctor in the world who will say that lichen planus pigmentosus can decrease? I want to know. I really want to know if there's any doctor who can say that lichen planus can decrease. The answer is no. It's only the power of Ayurveda and the power of positive thinking who can say lichen planus will go. Because we just got a comment on lichen planus. I want to know because we have again, by the way, Mehboob ji with us, who is the prime pres, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? President of, I think, of a state, president of a state. President of a state, ma'am, is there with us today, right? So lichen planus, wonderful result. Every day over here, we had again Shivali ji coming today with complete skin as color as the color of the hair. It's a time-taking process, but if you can't see it here, it will not happen here. And let's follow all the rules. If my friend is saying कि बाबा आप 30 days पहले में आप अच्छे लग रहे हो तो आप अच्छे लग रहे हो. But if you look in the mirror and it is your friend, right? So if you look in the mirror, get stressed again. So it's high time. Let's come together. And again, my only request to all the patients is I want you to recover faster and avoid relapses because they say that twacha vikar dirghakalin vyadhi, it's a long-term skin disease. Now, whether you are having something as difficult as fissure, something as oral, everything is a skin disease, everything is a wound. So they say that त्वचा विकार ये दीर्घकालीन व्याधि है. So I say दीर्घकालीन व्याधि, they say दीर्घकालीन व्याधि because we look at it in that way. We put it in our mind that skin disease takes a lot of time. We put it in our mind that stress is unmanaged. Life is full of struggle. Life is full of disappointment. We made it over here. And hence, the disappointment adds on. The upsetness adds on. The traumatic situations we experience. What we want does not happen. Why? Because we constantly made that same belief. And I've experienced in almost 90% of the people who have been here with me in this journey. I'm very, very grateful for those people who have taken action. Who've taken action, and action takers are the leaders. So I've seen people who have taken action and who have stopped my treatment. The treatment is completely cured and everything is full and fine. Right? So if you can see it over here, if you can picturize over here, things will happen. And there's one thing that I advise to a lot of stuck patients. Now, again, 10 years of vitiligo can reduce. 20 doctors of vitiligo, treatment done, but with Ayurveda treatment is reversed. How? It's, if you can see it here, something as deadly as vitiligo is also reversed with this one thing, which is looking over here. And there's one thing which is an advice to all the people over here who have been really suffering from a problem, is there is a concept of massage. You know, there is a concept of massage which I really want to enlighten for the next 1 minute, and then we'll stop. Just 1 minute, okay? Which is the process of massaging where we want to reach. A lot of people massage their complaints and their dark skin and their things that they don't have. As Meenakshi ji commonly, stated a message over here. What was the message? Okay, maybe we can read it over. Okay, that's okay. New replies. At Jyovis, we don't believe in keeping patients on lifelong medicine. Treatment majorly focuses on 80% mental health, apart 20% skin. With a lot of counseling done by, of course, yes, definitely. Yeah. So I was saying that massaging. The concept of massaging is that we are in the constant process of nahi ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, itching hai, itching hai, itching hai, epilepsy hoga to nahi. You know, today there's a patient of epilepsy who came. So like, sir, abhi you've told me to stop allopathy, epilepsy hoga to nahi. So in that 15 minutes of consultation, at least 30-40 times he asked the same question, epilepsy hoga to nahi, which was okay. But then he went out and asked the other two doctors as well, sir, epilepsy hoga to nahi, madam, epilepsy hoga to nahi. Then the mother came and asked me again, sir, aur ek baar puchna tha aapse, one time, epilepsy hoga to nahi. I understand, but if you constantly massage the thought epilepsy hoga ki nahi, so we are completely bringing the picture epilepsy hoga to nahi. To anything and everything that happens in our life, it's all about the things that we believed. Everything somewhere down the line, right? So one thing is called as massage. So why can't we massage the thought, like twice a day how we consume the medicine, thrice a day how we consume the medicine? Why can't we just massage the feeling where we close our eyes and we actually experience our private area, our scalp area, our face area, our brain, and everything in the way we want? I don't want to give my personal examples, but I will tell you a lot of times massaging really, really works a lot. And for a lot of my team, it has worked. A lot of my teams in achieving their personal self goals, it has worked a lot, which is massaging the areas where you want to reach. Massaging it completely in the feeling that it has happened right now. Someone must have just desired to find a good job or a good guide. They've got a good guide. Someone who actually wanted to have, like, for example, like just an example, a small example, like, Akshay Kumar, if we take an example of Akshay Kumar, 20, 25, 30 years ago, maybe he came first time to Mumbai and he was taking like a portfolio. He wanted to do a portfolio, didn't have a lot of money. So he wanted to do a portfolio. So in somewhere down the line in Bandra, there was a place, so where he was taking out his portfolio. So the watchman immediately came, hey, you boy, get out from here, not allowed, all this is not allowed, get out from here. So he worked hard and hard and hard, and you know how hardworking Akshay Kumar is, and with all his belief factor, one fine day, he came across a house which he purchased, and later on after purchasing, he got to know that it was the same house where he was thrown away from. So then he took a after photograph and the collage before after, and they posted on the Google, posted on the internet. We experience personally every day in the clinic where the incurable diseases like psoriasis and eczema, which was very, very difficult, and which I thought it could take 2-3 years, but people in 3-4 months, it's totally vanished. But if we cry, and if we completely stress, and if we completely focus on my patch, my problem, the problem increases. But if you completely massage and if you look at yourself in a slim body, with a clean body, with good hair, which is something we barely do. And remember one thing, thinking positive is as difficult as getting up early in the morning and going to the gym and going for a walk. It's as difficult. So again, in this process, you may do it for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. But tell me one thing, if you walk for 3 days, will it work? It will not work. So it is a constant habit, like taking your medicine twice a day. So my only way of taking this lecture after 16 hours OPD is to tell you to massage and be very, very positive, because we do not want you to be on a long-term treatment. We want you to visualize that your skin is becoming clean, and it works in every single patient. But if you constantly, today I saw a patient crying, sir, 8 महीने से जो फिशर का प्रॉब्लम है, मैं क्या बताऊं आपको. She's also there. I hope she doesn't scold me. She's there.
I saw.
सर मैं क्या बताऊं आपको. I understand your pain. I really understand. But let's find out the issue. Haha. So I really want you to do this. Be very much relaxed, because we know every time you put pressure, it will. I understand there is a big problem, and there is a serious problem. Keeping all jokes apart, there is a very, very serious problem. We completely understand. Every patient. But problem के बारे में बात करके तो कुछ होगा नहीं. Last week I was giving a lecture to my team, and I was telling them the same example that, my friend 15 days ago, he was not well. He's not keeping well, and has followers in million followers, and there are a lot of known people that came to him and visit him, and I am one of the closest to him, and I didn't go to visit him. So I called his mother and told him कि ये सब 4-5 दिन का हो गया, तो उसके बाद you call me, I will come and then I will do my part, because pity is something that I can't. I will come there and cry with you. Oh, aisa ho gaya, waisa ho gaya. I'm not one of that kind. So after 3-4 days, when everybody will go, let me know. So I then everything's okay, got discharged, okay, fine. I took the team's meeting and everyone liked that situation. What happened is, a lot of people 4-5 days came to meet him. He got well, he's fine. Then I told the mom that after 4-5 days I will come. I will take him out. All the movies that he's missed for last 15-20 days, I will take him out. I will myself take a holiday. I'll take him out and we'll restart, and we'll take him on a very, very good journey. That's something that I can do. I can't come there and talk about what he lost and what is happening and what didn't happen and what didn't work out. But I can focus on what things you know can can happen in the future. So we must always have a solution related mindset. And remember, telling your mother or telling your doctor or telling your health consultant, telling your friend again and over again about the problem will not make him understand the problem. It can only make the situation difficult. So it's high time to ask, what is the solution I can do? How can I make it work? And in this nature, in this universe, there are hundred things that we can do to solve a problem. There are so many things. There are so many things. And it works. I'll tell you one thing, by the way. Today there was a patient, her name was Aisha. So 3 years ago, she had come to me. 3 years ago, she had come to me, and she had come to me for eczema, full body. And she had told me that, sir, I want only one thing, her marks should go away. And looking at the situation, I could make out that she's on steroids. So I told her, marks to chale jayenge, but steroid kab band karoge? So she was like, no, 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 sir. Even if I don't take that steroid for 2 days, her completely body is inflamed, which means she has an active disease, right? So I told her, with Ayurveda, you will need, because your disease is very severe, I will give you 100% change, but you will have to follow a good diet, a positive mindset. She doesn't sleep with her parents. And I took a complete case. She doesn't sleep with her parents. She sleeps alone. She cries every day. She left her school, college. She left her studies, right? The more people that come for consulting along with patient, more are the chances of failure. The less work you do, more are the chances of failure. Sitting home with no work is the number one reason of failure for treatment. So she said that she will not be willing to. I told her, get your mindset ready. When things are done, you can come back and you can show me. Today, her mother comes for the treatment. She came and she told me one thing. Sir, steroid से भी cataract हो सकता है क्या? उसको डॉक्टर ने cataract का सर्जरी करने बोला. My dear friends, her age is only 16, 17, 18 max. 18 साल पे cataract हो गया, 2-2.5 साल का steroid इस्तेमाल करने के बाद. And then she asked me outside, when I was doing a patient, कि सर कैटरेक्ट के लिए आप कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या? मैंने बोला कि कैटरेक्ट इज अ परमानेंट डैमेज. I may not be able to help you in this. If I would really love to, but cataract में मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता है. 18 की उम्र में आया तो नहीं कर सकता है ना वैसा. So again, positive thinking very very important. In the next session, I would really like to put forward the concept of hero mindset in front of you, which my team really likes, the concept of hero mindset. I will put it in front of you. This will be either after 7 days or after 15 days. I want you really, all of you all to join. And I'm very, very sure that every time I tell my own self about that concept, it helps me tremendously. Okay. So I will put up the concept of hero mindset. You will get a WhatsApp broadcast. Be there on Sunday, 9 p.m. And definitely in some or the other aspect of your life, it will add value. And I will make sure in some of the other aspect, it adds value. So definitely join us and be there in the concept of hero mindset that we talk about. And this is a very, very wonderful concept of hero mindset. And it will be like an interactive session, which you all will love. And you will also get the answer to why you're having the problem that you're having right now. Why? Why is the problem that you're having right now? You will have a very, very insightful lecture. But let me tell you all that we will only take that lecture of hero mindset if you decide to at least bring 3 of your family, of your friends to the meeting. Okay, at least 3 of your very, very loved ones or for your family members, if you bring in that meeting, we will give you the link of that meeting. And if I get a WhatsApp to my team that yes, we will do it, we will take it next week only. So if I receive a minimum of 5, if I receive that yes, then we will take it next Sunday without fail. Okay, some of us don't have connections. We all have connections. My mother had told me one thing. My mother had told me one thing. I told her 3. My mother had told me one thing. One thing she always taught me to be a good person. Okay, so she told me, at least be this kind of good person that you have 4 people to lift you. So again, in life, we must have at least 4 people who can blindly come and, at least lift us. The 4 shoulders we want, at least minimum 4 shoulders. So the one who asked me this question, I don't have connections. I want you to at least make 4 connections, 4 shoulders only. Okay. At least 4 shoulders, blindly they will throw away the phone and they will come. 4 shoulders, that's the mission of life. Just 4. That's it. Because सब आए हैं, सब जाना है, अच्छा करके जाएंगे कुछ, है ना? Got it? And again, you'll really, she's crying. She's crying. Okay. My sister is crying. Okay. You'll really love the concept of hero mindset, which I talk about next Sunday. Because I was really, really happy. And I went more deep down into the ground when I listened to that concept. And in every aspect, I want you to have your partners and spouses and wives and mom, dad and children. I want you all to be there in the meeting. Next Sunday, we will discuss about hero mindset. So how many people would really like to attend that session? Because I would like to really listen myself hearing that. So write down in the chat box, yes, Y-E-S, yes. Y-E-S, yes. Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. So I will see you next week for sure. Minimum 3 people of your known in that meeting. I'd really love to have you all. And we will really talk about, good human connections and strong faith factor, strong belief factor. And I assure you that 45 minutes and 1 hour will really help you in multi-dimensional ways. Even if you stop the treatment, that's different. Here the concept of the year coming year is being a better version of our own self. And I'll tell you one thing lastly, to all those people who think कि medicine लेने से अच्छा होता है, ऐसा नहीं है. I've seen tremendous amount of autoimmune conditions here totally getting better by seeing the picture over here. Medicine is a way that helps you. Going in the gym will help you. Without gym also people have lost weight and were losing weight all these years. Right? Without going to the gym also you can lose weight. Without taking a tablet also you do weight loss. Although I have a weight loss medicine here. Right? But without diabetes medicine also you can reduce your diabetes. If you can see it here over and over again, you will start walking your own self. But we made a belief factor कि sugar तो lifelong होगा. Today kid we saw 12-year thyroid. She has been told lifelong thyroid दवा लेना पड़ेगा. She's 12 years kid. Lifelong thyroid दवा लेना पड़ेगा. Imagine. Right? So I want you all to be there. I will see you next week. I will be looking forward to it. Was 15 days, but with this positive response, 7 days I will see you. Okay. Namaste and thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Doctor.
thank you so much, everyone, for joining
Thank
this
you so much,
particular
Doctor.
session. And thank you, Dr. Raj sir, for taking such a fabulous session today. And definitely, I'm not hoping, but I'm sure that we all would be joining with three or more than that, all the friends and family on next Sunday.